or grandparent of a school-aged child? Do you have one or more televisions in your home? Do you want your child or grandchild to do well in school so he or she can be successful in life? If you answered yes to 2 or more of these questions, you need to know the research about the effects of television on the achievement of children. In the information you completed for me before today, you reported that all of you have children or grandchildren who watch television daily, and 75% of you reported that your children or grandchildren watch 3 to 5 hours of television daily, and many times you do not know what the children are watching in their own bedrooms. My research and personal experience with this topic shows me the negative effect that too much television can have on the academic achievement of children from preschool to high school. It also shows me the magnitude of this problem in our country. As parents and grandparents who I know want your children to be successful in school and life, you need to be aware of the effects of watching television and understand what you can do very easily to solve this problem in your home. Today I want to share some research with you about the effects of television on the achievement of children and encourage you to take action now to encourage the academic success of your children. First, I want to share some statistics with you. The National Institute on Media and the Family reports that American children ages 2 to 17 watch television on average almost 25 hours per week, or 3.5 hours a day. Almost 1 in 5 watch more than 35 hours of TV each week. 20% of 2 to 7-year-olds, 46% of 8 to 12-year-olds, and 56% of 13 to 17-year-olds have TVs in their bedrooms. Children spend more time watching television than any other activity except sleeping. Television's impact on reading and other academic skills depends not only on the amount of television watched, but also on what is being watched, as well as the age of the child. Successful readers read often. As a teenager, I am aware of the types of shows that are available on television today. I am amazed at the amount of television my friends watch daily. My parents have always monitored the amount of television viewing in our home because my mother is an educator and she was aware of the effects that too much television can have on achievement. She even organized a television knot program in her elementary school in Houston, Texas, where she was principal. My sister and I can watch only certain shows, have to do all homework before watching any television, and the amount of television is monitored. When I was a baby, I had a nanny who was a Mennonite. They do not have televisions in their homes and do not watch television at all. She read to me and played games with me when my parents were at work. I know that this has helped my academic achievement and study habits throughout school. This helped me to be academically prepared to be accepted to the University of Georgia in the fall and to be successful in life. Let me share some results of some studies about the influences of television on children. For preschool children, studies by Macbeth and Wright at the Center for Research on the Influences of Television on Children have shown that children who watch carefully constructed educational programs that are aimed at their age level, such as Sesame Street, do better on pre-reading skills at age 5 than children who watched infrequently or not at all. These same studies further show that children who watch cartoons or other purely entertainment television shows during their preschool years do poorer on pre-reading skills at age 5. Children between the ages of 3 and 5 are at a critical stage in brain development for language and other cognitive skills. The extent to which heavy television viewing can influence the development of brain neural networks and the amount of time displaced by the child in other activities and verbal interactions negatively influences early cognitive development. For early elementary school age children, studies show that children achieve more success in early reading skills if they have experience with books and other print media and were read to as preschoolers. Television can influence the acquisition of these early reading skills in 2 ways. Reading fluency only comes with practice. Most children need frequent practice of reading skills before reading becomes a pleasure. When television displaces the time a child would otherwise spend on reading practice, that child is delayed in acquiring reading skills. In a study by Wright and Houston, children who watch cartoons and other more entertainment television programs were less likely to spend time with books or other print media. For older school children, in a national education study by the Office of Educational Research and Improvement in 1990, students reported spending 4 times as many hours each week watching television as doing homework. Today, that number has increased. Studies by Ranking and Wu reported in the Journal of Reading show that children who are heavy TV viewers over 3 hours per day show the greatest decline in reading ability. Another study by Armstrong found that a television on in the background interferes with the retention of skills and information during homework time. Patterns set in the early preschool years with regard to television viewing can snowball as the child gets older and schoolwork becomes harder. Preschool children who watch informative, educational television watch more informative television as they get older and use television as a complement to school. Children who watched more entertainment television watched fewer informative programs as they got older and used television more to entertain and as a leisure pastime. In a long-term study of high schoolers, researchers found that viewing educational television programs as preschoolers was associated with higher grades, more reading, less aggression, and more value placed on academics when those children reached high school. So what can you do to better ensure the success of your children in school? The solution is simple. The American Academy of Pediatrics recommends that total television time be limited to no more than 1 to 2 hours per day, so establish some specific rules in your house. They also recommend that programs watched should be geared to the age of the child, should be nonviolent in nature, and should reinforce language and social skills. Parents should establish healthy television viewing habits in the preschool years. Young children's television viewing should be limited to careful, thought-out, educationally oriented programs. To foster reading skills, give your young child exposure to books. Read to them often. Support your early reader with reading practice and limit television viewing. Homework should be completed away from background television. If you follow this plan, you will find that the quality of family time will improve because you will not have to argue about homework getting done. You will have more interactive conversations with your children, so you will know more about your children's work and what they are doing each day in regards to school and social issues at school, as opposed to the whole family sitting passively in front of a television and never talking to each other. You can pursue more family interests if the television is off more. You will see grades at school improve. Start today by establishing some guidelines in your home for watching television. As your children get older, study habits will be established and you will not have to worry about success in school. Your children will be prepared to pursue their dreams after high school. They will be better prepared to attend any college or university they desire. Make sure you do everything you can now to help your children be successful by simply punching a television control off more often and handing your children good books instead. It is never too late, no matter the age of your children or grandchildren. It will make a difference.